Welcome back to the deep dive. So if you're a trades business owner, a plumber, an electrician, an HVAC pro, the biggest challenge isn't the work itself, it's keeping that schedule full. And that's our mission for today. We're doing a deep dive into a really specific marketing plan for digital domination as we head into 2026. This isn't just theory. We're looking at a roadmap to make your online presence, well, the hardest working member of your crew. The goal is simple. Work smarter, not harder.
And that focus is what makes this source material so interesting. We're looking at a plan that's really targeted at local businesses, places like Pampa in Amarillo and the Texas Panhandle.
Yeah.
What the analysts really stress is that vague goals like, I need to get better at marketing, they just fail, almost always by February.
The typical New Year's resolution flame out.
Exactly. The material makes it clear that you need structure. You can't just do marketing. You need a measurable plan to build what they call a stable lead machine. This is all about giving you a checklist you can actually act on, like today.
Okay, let's start right there with that checklist. The annual tune-up. It's like you wouldn't let an HVAC unit go without a tune-up, so why let your online foundation just collect dust?
You're just leaving money on the table for your competitors if you do. It's that critical. And the sources break this down into two immediate, high-impact actions. First up is a Google Business Profile Refresh, your GBP.
Right, the GBP. Most people know what that is. It's that box that pops up on Google when you search for a local service. But why do the sources say it's the single most important factor? That's a pretty bold claim.
It is, but it's because it's your digital storefront. When a customer is in a panic searching emergency plumber near me on their phone, that GBP listing is the first, most trusted thing Google shows them. If yours is old or incomplete, you're not even in the running.
You don't even make the short list.
Not even close. And the key action here, which they point out in the Texas plan, is updating your service areas. You have to reflect what you want to be in 2026. So if you've expanded from Pampa and you're now serving Borger, but your GBP doesn't say that, Google just thinks you're too far away. You lose the call.
That feels less like marketing and more like just basic operational logistics. You're telling Google where your trucks can actually go.
Precisely. And the visual part is just as important for building trust. We're talking about uploading fresh before and after photos from your best jobs in 2025. This isn't just for show. It's immediate visual proof that you do good work. You're showing your craftsmanship before they even think about calling.
Okay, that brings us to the second stabilization step, auditing your NAP consistency. Name, address, phone number. Now, this sounds almost too simple for a deep dive.
It does, right? It sounds basic, but it's maybe the #1 failure point we see. The documentation is clear. Google does not trust conflicting data. We saw a real case where a client lost, tens of thousands of dollars because they bought a competitor and never updated an old phone number listed in some 20-year-old online directory.
Wow.
Yeah. So when Google sees one phone number on your website, but another on your Facebook page, and a third on the Texas Panhandle Builders Association directory, it just gets confused.
And when Google is confused, it defaults to your competitor who has their information straight.
100%. The mandate here is absolute consistency.
Yeah.
This is the bedrock. You have to nail this down before you do anything else.
So once that foundation is stable phone numbers match, Google profiles updated, then we can start talking strategy, moving from maintenance to growth. Let's get into the Texion 3-phase growth model.
Right. And this model is built around one thing and one thing only.
Yeah.
Making the phone ring. They cut out all the fluff, the likes, the shares. None of that matters. This is about ROI. Phase 1, which is usually the first couple of months, is called foundational stabilization. The goal here is total local visibility. This is where you build the core infrastructure. They call it the Tradesman lead machine.
The Tradesman lead machine. So is that just a fancy name for a website, or is there more to it?
It's more than that. It's a specific type of website that is intentionally stripped down for speed and conversion. It's built to do one job. Get a visitor to click Call Now.
So no slow-loading photo galleries or fancy animations?
Absolutely not. It has to load in under 3 seconds on a phone. The data they have shows that this kind of fast, mobile-first site can convert visitors at like 3 times the industry average. It just gets straight to the point for a customer who has an urgent problem.
Okay, so the machine is built, it's fast. Then we move to phase 2, lead conversion and local domination.
Exactly. And this is where we shift from quantity to quality. We're going after high-intent keywords. We're talking about customers who basically have their credit card out, ready to hire someone.
So not just targeting a broad term like HVAC.
No, way too broad. The sources give great examples like AC repair Amarillo or electrical panel upgrade Pampa. These are people who are not browsing. They have a serious problem, and they're looking to book a technician today. All of your focus in this phase is capturing that emergency buyer.
That makes perfect sense for driving immediate revenue. But phase 3 is where I think a lot of small businesses could get lost: authority and market saturation. The goal is regional authority, and it involves AI content and multi-channel video. I have to ask, we just talked about simplicity and speed. Now you're telling a plumber he needs to be on TikTok and LinkedIn. Isn't that the exact kind of distraction that pulls a business owner away from their actual job?
That's an excellent question, and the analysis really addresses that. This isn't about just making content for the sake of it. It's about strategic exposure, and the platforms have totally different purposes.
Okay, break that down for me.
So TikTok is purely for residential. You post short, helpful videos, a 30-second fix for a humming garbage disposal, or how to shut off your main water valve. It builds trust really fast with homeowners.
So it's about being seen as the helpful local expert.
Exactly. But LinkedIn is a completely different world. That's where you go to land the big commercial contracts, the property management companies, the school districts. On LinkedIn, you're showcasing your team certifications, your safety record. You're proving you're a stable professional operation, not just a guy in a truck.
I see. So it's a two-pronged attack. TikTok fills the daily service calls, and LinkedIn lands the big multi-year contracts.
You got it. And content is the bridge that makes it all work. Which gets us to that classic question from every tradesman.
I'm a roofer. Why on earth do I need a blog?
Right. And the answer is that your content is your best salesperson. It works 24/7. Google rewards experts. So when you write an article that answers, how much does a new roof cost in Amarillo? You are proving your authority before anyone even picks up the phone. You build trust, and that makes the actual sales call so much easier.
And the style of that writing is key too, right? The sources mention a conversational writing style.
It's critical. It has to speak directly to the customer. Use the word you. Remember, that person reading your article is probably stressed out. Their AC is broken. It's 100 degrees outside. They need answers, not a technical textbook.
So no wall of text.
Never. Short paragraphs, clear headers they can scan, photos of your actual team doing the work. If someone can't find their answer in 30 seconds, that piece of content has failed.
Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. A lot of these business owners have been burned by marketing agencies before, surprise bills, confusing reports. How does a structured plan like this rebuild that trust?
This is maybe the most important part. The whole relationship is built on what they call the WISIIYG promise. What you see is what you get, and it rests on 3 pillars.
Okay.
First is transparency in pricing. All the costs are up front. Is it a one-time fee for the foundation site, that lead machine we talked about? Or is it the monthly growth accelerator retainer for the ongoing work? There are no hidden fees, no surprise invoices, period.
That's huge. And the second pillar gets at those confusing reports: clarity in reporting.
Yes, a busy contractor doesn't have time for a 40-page report on bounce rates. The reporting uses a single dashboard, a Looker Studio dashboard, that only shows the 3 things they actually care about:
Which are?
lead and call volume, local map pack ranking, and demonstrable ROI. That's it. If a metric doesn't directly impact one of those 3, it's gone. It's about making quick, smart decisions.
And the final pillar is efficiency and execution. This is how they deliver all this without the costs spiraling out of control.
Right. They use new AI tools,
Yes.
specifically things like Gemini and Notebook LM. And for the tradesmen listening, the name of the tool doesn't matter. It's what it does.
It saves time.
A massive amount of time. So instead of a writer spending 2 weeks researching local building codes for an article, these tools can digest all of that documentation and draft a high-authority paragraph in, minutes. It delivers better content faster, which keeps costs down for the business owner.
That is a fundamental shift. Okay, so as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one core takeaway?
I think the message is that success in 2026 isn't just about being good at your trade. It's about being the most visible, most trusted option when a customer has a problem. And because so many of your competitors are still just, throwing things at the wall, the opportunity for a pro with a real plan is just massive.
So for anyone listening who wants to get started, what's the homework? What are the immediate action items from the source?
3 things you can do right now. 1, check your website's mobile load speed. Use a free tool. If it's over 3 seconds, you're losing customers. 2, go to your Google business profile, make sure it's verified, and all of your 2026 service areas are listed. Add some new photos while you're there.
And the third?
And this one is so important. Do not wait for the slow season to start marketing. That is a trap. That's reactive panic spending. You have to build the machine while you're busy.
That brings us back to that analogy that analysts use, which is a great place to leave this. They said the best time to fix a leaky roof is when the sun is shining, and the best time to build your lead machine is right now.
Mhm.
So if building this digital machine is the preventative maintenance for your sales pipeline, you have to ask yourself, what other crucial business infrastructure hiring, training, financial planning are you putting off today that could cause a total disaster when the market inevitably cools off?
Think preventatively. Build that resilience now.
A really fantastic structured look at what it takes. We hope this blueprint helps you dominate your local market in 2026.